So the one anime that has actually surprised me a lot this season, I didn't think it was going to be as good as it is, and that's Trapped in the Dating Sim. Now, Trapped in the Dating Sim has been phenomenal through the first 6 episodes. It's been fantastic, especially the most recent episode. Hey, Leon is a goated isekai character. He's up there with Cosmo with what he be on, because he's just, if you know Cosmo's an asshole, just know Leon's kind of an asshole too, and I love that about him. And he's also like Cuz from you know, Black Company, that one too, Dungeon of the Black Company, kind of like him, where it has that personality where it's like, yeah, I don't care about what anybody thinks about me. That's what I really enjoy about this anime. And the characters are kind of there's a lot of good characters in this, even the side characters, and like how they all stick up for each other once stuff happens. You see them like collective, and even the little twists that they have in this anime I kind of like. Now, if you've not seen this anime, I'm gonna give you a little brief rundown, I guess I'll say, of what's happened in this anime. So the main character is basically forced to play this game because his little sister is like, oh, I'm forcing you to play this because like she has some type of dirt on him. She's trying to blackmail him. I'm not sure exactly what she's blackmailing him with, but it has to be something very crazy if he's forced to play this game. So he basically plays this game all weekend, and then when he finally beats it, he goes to walk out the house to go get food, and he ends up falling down the stairs and he dies, and he wakes up in this game as basically a character in this game. So like, it's one of these ones where they're stuck inside of a game. It's basically like Villainess. If you ever seen the Villainess isekai, then it's like this. And as he wakes up, he finds out he's in this one house, but like he has the memories of like his past life, and he knows what happens in this game. And like he sees that in the world he lives in, that basically women are the ones in charge, and like men are basically, if you think it's the opposite of our world where they quote unquote make it that like men are the dominant ones and women not, whatever, and like we get the higher pay, blah blah, whatever that. It's basically the reverse of that in that world. And it's interesting because he basically goes to this island because he knows like, oh, this is where like the main character in the game, you go to this island and you find like all this like dope stuff at, and he ends up finding this old technology, and then like he gets this robot with him. That happens, finds a lot of money, that way he can like buy his own stuff. He doesn't have to listen to like his dad. It's kind of weird because like he's basically was born from like a different woman or whatever. He has a different mom than like the person that owns the house. So basically you could say like he's the quote unquote deadbeat. He's the deadbeat child, whatever, because like the dad technically cheated and had a different, yeah, whatever. I digress. But yeah, that happens. He gets money, then he goes to this academy. When he gets to this academy, he notices that something's different. It's not what he's used to, because we have a character named Marie, who we basically find out is that she's actually reincarnated from somebody. We don't know yet who she's reincarnated from, but I kind of have an idea because she does say something about like, oh, I remember my brother playing this part. So I'm pretty sure her and Leon might be related. That might actually be Leon's sister from like back on Earth, back in Japan, we should say, back in the regular world where they got before they died. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not positive. It just seems like it, because that would make way more sense if it was, just because. And I mean, I wonder how she died, maybe, but I don't think I'm correct. I haven't really paid attention to nothing. But yeah, you have her, and basically she's basically doing all the routes that the protagonist is supposed to do, because she basically takes that role from the protagonist. And the protagonist of the game is supposed to be Olivia, and Leon becomes best friends with Olivia in a way. Like after they meet each other, he helps her out and they become friends, they get closer, and then he ends up doing like this tournament against Marie, against the prince and like the whole prince entourage, and he ends up like smashed, like he literally bodies all the prince's entourage and embarrasses them, and like he embarrasses them so bad that they basically are like, oh, we want to be with Marie. They basically lose all their royalty rights and all their noble status and all that just to be with Marie. It's wild. And also you have Angie, who's like the duke, who was like, she's the duke's daughter, who was like engaged with the prince. And we basically see that like the prince doesn't like her at all. He's like, oh, I don't even want to look at Marie. So like he's basically doing her dirty, and that's why Leon gets into that battle to basically defend her. And then now she's basically part of like one of his friends groups. And like the funny thing is like Leon thinks that Olivia and Angie are out of his league, but in the newest episode, bro, this is what made me realize. I was like, oh yeah, this series is goated. So the queen basically comes to the school to see him, and this man out of nowhere gets the idea. He's like, oh, I'm about to put the moves on the queen. He starts macking, and like the queen looks like she's about to be down. That's the crazy thing. And I was like, oh. And the funny thing is like that's literally the prince's mom that he literally just bodied. So he's basically going after his ops mom. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, hey, he's a goated isekai character just for that. I'm like, dog, you're going after your enemy's mom, and the mom is feeling it right now. I was like, oh yeah. And she came to the school to see you. Yeah, this series is goated just because of that. Like off alone, I'm thinking like right now I might go out to Barnes & Noble right now and buy the first few volumes that are out, because this series is lit right now. I'm like, off of 5 or 6 episodes, it's been amazing. If you've not seen Trapped in a Dating Sim, please watch it, because like I said, Leon, the main character, is goated. And I can't wait to see what else happens. I'm really, probably after this season, I'm going to buy the light novels because I need to read them because this anime has been good. And like I said, Leon reminds me of Cosmo so much, but just like on a totally different like status because like they're in different like zones. Because you know, Cosmo just fucks with people. Whereas like Leon, he's taken to a whole nother level. He's like, oh, you're my op? I'm about to go after your mom and she's going to like me. And the mom does like me. And I was like, wow. But yeah. If you've seen Trapped in a Dating Sim, let me know how you feel about it. If you've not seen it, I hope me talking about it all silently gets you to want to watch it because it's been fantastic and I'm surprised. Like, I was not expecting this anime to be this good, but it's good. I'm gonna have to peep the light novels now because, hey, I was not expecting this anime to be like this because when I was watching it, I was like, okay, this looks good. And then like as we went on, and I was like, oh yeah, Leon's a dope character. But then it's just like that most recent episode made me realize I was like, oh yes. He's an amazing, fantastic MC. He might be in the top, like he's a top tier isekai MC just off of that episode alone. I don't even need to watch the rest of the series to tell you that he's a top MC in my opinion. I'm not even like overhyping him because he reminds me of Cosmo so much and like he has that type of like asshole mentality of not caring what anybody does and not caring what people think about you type of shit. And that's what I really enjoy about this series. I can't wait to see where it goes because I think it's going to go a lot of different places. We're going to have like so much like funny stuff happens too and this anime does have a lot of funny moments. And I like how you just keep, like he basically keeps it real. He will get pissed off, like he tries to listen to the rules, but he will get pissed off at times, especially in this episode we see that. He does have like an actual sister that he has in this world that he basically doesn't give a fuck about because sometimes she be on dumb shit. She literally went to him and be like, oh, go beat up this girl and show your power. And he's like, no, dog, I'm not doing that. You can resolve this your own self. And then she's like, oh, my useless brother. When he's like, no, he don't want to do all that. But yeah, if you've seen Trapped in a Dating Sim, let me know. If you're gonna watch it, let me know because I need to know how people feel about this because Trapped in a Dating Sim has been fantastic to me. Yeah, I've been enjoying it so much and it's been one of the best ones of the seasons and I was surprised about that. But yeah, Trapped in a Dating Sim is fantastic. If you enjoyed the video, why not subscribe? If you really enjoyed, why not subscribe? If you liked the video, why not like? If you didn't, you could dislike. Subscribe if you really enjoyed. And yeah, please check out Trapped in a Dating Sim because it's been fantastic. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next video. Bye!